Hey, look, we are alive. At least I think we're alive.
Bonjour.
God knows the
What do you mean
delay
you
that
think you're
YouTube's got.
live?
Well, it's just with Streamlabs OBS. I mean, it works great, but it's the whole this delay before it starts streaming on YouTube that I can't get used to. So I have no idea if everything we're saying right now is actually being heard, or if no,
Just
it looks
pop
like
it
we're
on your
live.
phone. That's the safest way.
I can see it now. Oh, echo.
It is like a 30-second lag.
Yeah, we're live. Anyway, so beer call. What's everybody drinking? Starting with Guy. What did you just hold up?
Oh, I gotta pull it back out of the garbage.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Ow, fucker! Just bashed my elbow.
And this got in the
Anus and gun.
blood red
Ski. Blood red.
You know what's so funny is I was looking at that the other day at the LCBO, and I love how at the bottom underneath the main label they say barrel-aged red beer. It's just like, yeah, it's a red beer. You know?
Red beard.
Beer.
Well, people who don't know you better need to know.
Yes,
Call it
it's sort of
beer,
preparing
not
them for
ale,
what they're
not
about to
lager,
open.
just beer.
Red beer. I mean, they could have just called it a red ale, I suppose, but whatever.
No, it's people who wear socks and sandals and go to parties. What you drinking there? None about blue. No, I have red beer.
Nice. Alrighty, so Ashley, what did you say you were drinking?
Le Sparkle Poof.
Sparkle Floof.
Go with Guy's shirt.
Oh yeah, Guy's got the shirt on,
I
but
should
not the
lower my
beer.
Yeah,
nipples.
See your
I'm
nipples?
channeling my inner Guy.
Well, no, it has to
go.
be side by side. It was meant to be. So see, you get labeling of the shirt. Side
It
by
looks like
side.
the colors on your shirt are different than what's on the label, for sure.
Ashley learns about computer color. Yay!
Mm.
There we go.
It's got like cyan and yellow.
It looks pretty fucking accurate in my tits.
This was bottled or canned September 21st.
Nice.
So, just over,
uh,
yeah, we'll call that
almost
5
2 months
weeks old. Had one last night, and if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that it was the chunkiest Sparkle Puff ever. Hopefully, this one is equally as chunky.
And a beer known for its chunks. All right, so without further ado, let's introduce the one I'm drinking, which is the Propeller Pumpkin. Yay, pumpkin ale, pumpkin pie in a glass. What's more to say it? Made with real Howard Dill's pumpkins.
When they say spice, it just tastes like spices. Actually, tastes like fucking.
Well, it's got real pumpkin in it, at least.
Oh,
There's a lot more.
I asked that
It's a
question
little
before
bit
you
more
got on.
spice forward, but it is made with real pumpkins. I think the big thing with Howard Dill's pumpkins is they're huge. They're like the massive pumpkins, but the big thing about it is the flavor is muted in comparison to like a smaller, more concentrated one that you would actually use for making pumpkin pies.
there's a radiation.
Yes, the radiation. All right, and Scott, I know you're not drinking tonight, but how you doing?
I'm drinking the Dayquil.
You take Quill. Shouldn't you be
Wait,
switching to
that could
NyQuil now?
No, NyQuil in an hour.
An hour.
You have any shot glasses?
Shot glass. Those
Yeah.
little plastic shot glasses that come
Little
with the
plastic
Dayquil.
shot glasses of Dayquil.
Yeah, that'll work.
Nice.
No, just trying to get over this cold. I should be good next week, even this weekend maybe.
Nice.
I tried to get a flu shot, but I'm too young, apparently.
Too young to get a flu shot?
Yeah, 65 and over, I guess.
Really?
Get priority.
They're giving everyone
Oh, priority.
flu shots
Everybody
here
can get
for
a
free.
priority.
Unless you get a fucking appointment, I got shit to do.
I mean, I know I can get a flu shot. Government roads is giving it away for free, kind of thing. I think they bought enough for everybody in the
Walking
province
for
to get
shit.
vaccinated.
Yep.
White.
I need to go elsewhere.
We don't have a huge population anyway, although we have a huge amount of debt.
Well, you're like 10 people in your village, right?
You got like 10 in my village.
People in your village.
And Scott's one of the other ones there, right?
Oh, that's funny.
Where's Greg? I thought Greg was coming on.
Especially when I'm playing golf, Greg should be here.
Maybe he went out for another bike ride. I don't know.
I think he had to do something about pleasuring the wife. No, he said something about doing something with the wife too. I don't know if it was that.
Well,
sure
at
he's-
least my power didn't go out this week.
Why is everybody else's power is going down except ours? It's like,
You know what, Guy? It was so random. I was literally mid-sentence doing our beer analysis, and it was a beautiful night. There's
Last
nothing
week.
wrong with anything. Yeah. And it just went boom.
oh yeah, it's fucking maintenance or something.
It was out for like 45 minutes before I came back.
Planned outage or something.
She going
Yeah.
on the Hydro website status.
Yeah, they you know, there were, all the updates were there, but they never gave the reason as to why the power went out. Like I was expecting like drunk driver hit pole,
Somebody
just-
fell asleep at the plant.
exactly. Someone just sort of like face palmed on a button or something. I don't know.
Nick's hacking shit again and just
He didn't want to hear my bullshit, so he's like,
Oh, yeah.
this guy. Mute.
Hacked the mainframe, dude. Cut Ashley's power. Yeah, it
Just
took
after,
45
so
minutes.
No one else's.
ran the code through the Pornhub.
Hey,
Right?
listen. If anybody's gonna cut, if anybody has that ability, it'd be Nick.
He's not wrong. I got the ability. I do work for a power company, but I don't have any connection to the Ontario grid.
So he says.
So we said.
Not yet.
They're all connected. All those.
Or the
grids are
Quispam Sys grid. I wouldn't use that. I like having a job. Be too easy to get tracked back,
Having jobs are good.
Hmm.
Good thing.
especially ones with government organizations.
Or the ones with hands or mouths.
That kind of job. Probably not going to get that at
Job.
work, but
Tough job.
On the top.
on the top.
What?
You stay on the top of things.
Natasha.
I'm not here to judge.
That right in front of you can open very large doors.
You can sit on it, but you can't take it with you.
Click. Who's strangling the cat?
Somebody posted.
My knee aches twice as much in winter. Tell him, Dimitri. Well, it depends. Silence.
Silence. I like the robots that kill all humans in Futurama, like the elder robots. Silence. Silence.
It's been a while since.
Futurama was
Every time they
so
told
good.
somebody else to shut up, they just
Yeah.
like silence.
It's been a while since I've watched that too.
I just
Yeah,
like the good news, everyone.
Good news, everyone.
Then you put the bad news after.
Favorite character from that show is Dr. Zoidberg.
I was just thinking Zoidberg.
Love Dr. Zoidberg.
What? Do
Oh,
I smell
no.
or something? Aw.
Are you going to eat the rest of that sandwich? I'm so hungry.
Why not talk about it?
So, he's always looking for food. He's a fucking.
He's like Redbeard.
Oh God.
No. Yeah, he's kind of like Redbeard. We're just always looking for food. Like going to a restaurant to clean it up. It's like, don't throw any of that food.
Oh, you're gonna throw away that food? Well, you can just throw it away into my face.
Throw it into my mouth. Like the one time he came home with like 40 chicken McNuggets or some crazy thing.
So where on earth?
When I was at McDonald's, you could like at the end of the day, you could probably eat. You could probably steal some pies and stuff.
Oh yeah, well, those things are only. How long are they allowed to keep them in the heater for?
4 hours.
An hour?
Yikes.
4 hours.
But I know I've heard stories from people that work.
Time on it.
I know I've heard stories from people that worked at KFC restaurants. Like at the end of the day, they would just normally throw out the chicken. So if there's any left, then the employees can have it. So
Nice.
KFC
I-
employees
I-
usually
I-
come
I
home
was-
with a shit ton of chicken or something.
I've had almost last minute closing from Popeye's fucking burnt gross. It's like fucking why'd you charge me for this?
I know a
You
couple
should've just
times.
given it to me for free.
Exactly.
I know a couple times I've gone to KFC and they're like not long before close and they'll be like, we don't have enough for this, but they'll give you that, or they'll give me what is it? You don't have enough for a 10-piece meal. We'll give you 8 pieces and like 6 salads. I'm like, damn, all right.
Six.
Like,
salads.
I only ate 4 of them when I was out west. And one time I I got
Macaroni
like
salad, stuff like that. So not regular salads. So.
yeah. One time I ordered like I forget it wasn't very much, but it wasn't a very big meal. But I know that it was like near the end of the shift, so they just loaded my combo with like dark meat. I'm like, I hate dark meat. Or there was one time where like we don't have enough dark meat to fill your order. Is all white okay? I'm like, yeah. He gave me these big combo of like huge pieces. Yeah, I don't really like I like the white meat better. I'm glad Greg's not here to draw that out of context, but
Well,
We're literally like, oh, you want the meat is okay. I'm from Germany. No.
From Germany? Is it white meat?
Now, what about like personally at home? Is that just like a KFC thing that you don't like their dark meat, or like if you're eating a chicken at home, do you only eat the breast?
Yeah, I prefer the breast meat stuff.
Same as this chicken at home. It's like, what the hell is this?
Chicken at home, I'll just buy the chicken breast. Or
See, whenever
turkey, I'll just eat the turkey breast or something like that.
Or the leg. At least a leg and the wing, but not.
I just find just like dark meat's usually greasier.
Oh, it's so good though. That's the fat. That's the flavor.
Yeah,
Man.
Yeah.
It's like healthy stuff.
You can have it. Healthy grease.
Whenever I
Just
buy chicken,
rub the grease on this paper. If you could see, that's your ticket to weight gain.
don't think of it as grease. Think of it as flavor.
If you could see through it, you're in the clear.
Great dead chicken tissue.
Right? Chicken thighs, chicken legs.
So if it's the White Walkers.
Well, it's not like I've never had a good chicken leg before, too. I mean, like, you make it right. Like, a good barbecued chicken leg that's been cooked just right on the barbecue. Oh, it's so fucking good.
Well, the roasted chickens, I just eat the legs first. If not, I don't like reheating them.
Sorry, I'm grabbing for those breasts like Greg first.
Reheating chicken with the skin on is a fucking nightmare because it's always going to get soggy. But the thing is with the dark meat, because it's always attached to the skin, you got to get that skin like super fucking dry before you cook it, whatever your method is, because that's the key to the crispy skin. It has to be perfectly dry before you start the cooking process. If there's any moisture on it, you're just going to get soggy lip fucking chicken skin to go with your greasy dark meat.
That's why you don't microwave it. You crisp it in an oven or something.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a comment. We got Lurk in the comment, who's lurking in the comments, saying, "Hope you guys are having a great night." I think we are so far.
So far, so good.
Oh, no. Yeah, exactly.
It's 10.2% triple IPA is just dynamite.
Oh yeah, I bet.
You need to chug 6.
You need to chuck 6 of those.
I'm not chugging
radar.
6.
Do the radar.
I am never in my life will ever do anything like that because I
Should at least
value my...
do it once in your lifetime. It's just like rite of passage.
Like the Sparkle Puff gauntlet or something. Chug 4 of them in a row in 20 minutes.
Mine was just a review. Oh, I try Sparkle Puff. Sparkle the Puff. It's just like,
How you didn't wake up the next day, I will never understand.
God.
Fucking headache. It's like, holy shit.
Oh my god, you probably want to remove your head from your body.
I don't think I drank anything else, just beer, like probably a regular beer, but then I drank those 6, like, holy shit.
I mean, each one of these is like 3 beers when you think about it.
No, I didn't think about it.
He didn't think about it at all. He just put it down his throat. It's just like that.
It's like drinking like 12 to 15 beers.
Oh.
Like regular, like Molson.
All in the span of how many minutes?
That's like a weeknight for Radar, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember hearing a story about like Radar bought like 3 cans of Sparkle Puff when he went to Redbeard's place, and they were gone within like the first 2 minutes.
Oh, for him, that's just like
former alcoholic Radar.
Well, I mean, you figure a guy like that, your body metabolizes it a little different.
No, even he wasn't like that. He would just drink 12 packs like it's a joke.
Yikes. Oh, yeah.
He does?
Redbeard shared a picture in the chat saying that he's got some free KFC. It's just like we were just talking about.
There you go.
What time does he fucking finish?
Well, he's in Espanola right now, which I think is like a couple-hour drive from North Bay.
It's in fucking Mexico.
Espanola, no. It's like I think it's like half an hour past Sudbury. I think.
Oh, that's like an hour and a half. He's like an hour from Sudbury.
His job takes him to weird places in Ontario, that's for sure.
So, what was your after-work leftover experience with McDonald's when you were there, Scott?
What do you mean?
When you worked McDonald's, how much food was left over at the end of the night?
You had to really plan it out, right? So that you wouldn't get leftover food at the end of the night. So I for most of my experience in there, I was a crew chief, so I was in charge of the kitchen. So it was my direct responsibility to not have extra waste.
Okay. I suppose with McDonald's, the food cooks so quick.
Yeah. So when at the end of the night, say like 11:30, if it closes at 12, at 11:30, you're throwing out food all day, right? So the object is not to throw out food, but you're throwing out food all day. At around 11:30, you're only cooking to order. So only like person every 5 minutes or 10 minutes comes in. You know they're gonna say, oh, can I have a 6-pack of nuggets, fries, and a drink? So you cook 6 nuggets, fries, and a drink, and that's it. So at the end of the night, at 12 o'clock, you don't have anything left over. The only thing really you cooked at like 8 p.m. is like 6 pies. So if someone comes in and doesn't order 6 pies, we're gonna throw them out. Pies are good. Pies and muffins are good for 24 hours.
It's so funny, yeah. I mean, like the food standard is high for a certain, and for an obvious reason when you're giving food to the public.
Right.
But I mean, as a worker there, you know that you can just take that fucking pie, put it in your pocket, eat it the fucking next morning when you wake up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Same with like chicken
yeah,
nuggets.
whatever.
You can just put those in the fridge, heat them up in the microwave the next day.
No.
They're not as good as the pie, but...
My God, did you do like an online order there, Guy, and get all the swag?
You went
What
to...
do you mean
He actually
online?
went to Flying Monkeys.
I got the mat too and
You went
everything.
there.
I got 2 shirts and everything.
Yeah,
It
you
was
went
Dan who
to
did the
Barrie.
online order.
Well, yeah, they don't like people in Calgary, so they send them in long sleeve shirts. Like, no t-shirt for you, motherfucker.
Fucker.
God. Don't like people in
You want to
Calgary
make
or
some
people born in
Alberta
Calgary.
premium, and there you go.
They don't like people in Calgary or people
That's
born in
funny.
Calgary like you and Redbeard.
I was born in
Yeah.
Calgary.
What?
You just said that.
Yeah, I said you were born in Calgary.
I was bo-
Weren't you?
Unfortunately. Yeah,
Unfortunately.
I do have a very close tie to Calgary, unfortunately. I was born there. Technically, I am Albertan.
Do you have family still out there, or did they all come out to Ontario?
Oh, yeah. Actually, most of my family's out west. Like my mom, my brother, my nieces, most of my cousins, aunt, uncle. Few, 2 uncles who passed away there from like they're all, like everyone's out there. Out here in Ontario, I have an aunt and uncle who live in like Lindsay, Ontario, which is sort of near like Oshawa, Peterborough type of area, and then I have an uncle who lives in Scarborough with his second wife, and then I have some cousins who live out in Sudbury, I think. I don't know. Sarnia? Yeah, I have cousins in Sarnia.
Sarnia is like near Guelph, isn't it?
And Thunder Bay. Sarnia, or maybe it's Sudbury. Fuck, I don't know. They're like the cousins who were like...
You don't talk to, apparently.
Well, no, they're great kids, but it's just that my mom was one of the oldest of all the kids.
Yeah.
And those cousins, their father was the youngest. So they grew up in a different age. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I hear you.
Different age brackets, right? So they're the cousins that we never really got to hang around with because they were just born 20 years later, so it's one of those.
Yeah, like both my parents were the youngest siblings, and we're the youngest siblings, and I'm the youngest sibling in my family. So it's just like all of my cousins are like my oldest cousin is 60 this year, I think. So,
Oh wow!
Yeah, so yeah, and
yeah, well,
But like, I'm not. I mean, I guess I'm close enough for like extended family, but it's not like that. They're in a completely different generation. My youngest cousin is, I think, 5 years older than me.
I'm curious about the story for Scarborough. It's like, what that guy asked you, can I borrow his car? Or we're gonna name this town Scarborough. Because that guy wanted to borrow your car.
Are you going
I want to hear
to
that
Scarborough
story, though.
Fair?
Tough crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I boot it. It's okay.
I did hear the boot.
Rebooted.
There you go.
Then looks like Nick's looking at Pornhub.
No.
He's looking at like.
He's like, no, look at the X hamster.
X Hamster. Red tube, man.
Red
that
tube.
DR4 RAM. Oh,
How come Red tube doesn't come up anywhere in searches?
Do you have to go to Google to find your porn sites or something?
DuckDuckGo. Keep it anonymous.
Go. Right.
I think I saw that one of the tech shows. Oh, it uses the Bing engine, but it makes everything you do anonymous. So, I want to be hip. I'm gonna do a try. It works. DuckDuckGo.
DuckDuckGo.
Get that porn.
Excuse me.
Did you do fart?
Oh, I burped.
Inhale the fart. They burped it up the fart.
Here's a question for you guys, and you know what, Scott, you probably can't answer this because you're sick. But what is the best beer you've had in the last 7 days? The last week?
Just say what's the last best beer you had. It doesn't have to be a fucking time.
Oh, whatever. I mean, it's relevant. It's relevant to time, right?
Oh, I have it here actually. Another one of it.
How about say like the best beer you've had in the last like month?
Sure.
The coffee roller oatmeal stout.
Oh, that sounds good.
What's the ABV? Is that like 4%? Is that what that says, or does that say 6%? 6%. Oatmeal stout.
Well, it's fucking coffee bomb, which I love. It tastes like fucking actual coffee.
I hate coffee beers.
Really, eh?
Yeah,
Good to know.
I hate them.
Yeah.
Because I hate the taste of coffee.
My
You
buddy's
just
the
don't
same way.
Okay, yeah.
Either
You don't like coffee.
Yeah.
I hate. I just hate coffee beers, man. I just can't do it.
Interesting. Now, what about dark beers where like the malt is sort of leaning on that chocolatey coffee side?
No, I
Like,
like,
you know,
I like darker beers.
Yeah.
It's just can't get the coffee. I can't get around that coffee taste.
The flavor of coffee added to it, like coffee adjunct beers. You just don't. Oh wow.
No.
Have you ever tried Cafe del Bastardo though from Nickelbrook? Probably hasn't come out that way. Eh?
No.
No, probably not.
No way.
The only way would be either me or Jesse would split it with them.
through beer mill.
Yeah, I had a bottle of Cafe del Bastardo. I ended up giving it to Sean
Not that
when he came home.
it like hides the coffee. It's very coffee forward, but it's just such an exceptionally well done coffee beer.
Yeah, coffee's not all it's about.
And there's been coffee beers I don't mind.
Yeah.
But like generally speaking, I'm not a big fan of coffee.
That's fair. Yeah.
Probably like you probably like
lactose.
dark pilsners or like Budweiser Black and
I do like pilsners, and what's that? I like stouts. A nice thick stout is quite good. And I like triples and bocks as a treat.
those are like brown.
okay.
Dark brown. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
You get a quad. That's a treat.
Yeah, exactly.
Chug a quad. Bigger
I like
treat.
Don't chug a quad.
those piney ones, Piney the Elders.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pliny the Elder. That was years ago. We had that.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic West Coast IPA right there. Beautiful beer.
Yeah, it was very tasty. I'm not. I'm also pretty. I like fruity beer sometimes, just sometimes, if I'm in the mood.
What's your favorite
fruited
flavor and
sours?
type of blue of fruit beer there, Scott?
I already know. I already know, Dick. Stop trying to poke the bear, man.
I don't know.
I like
I really don't
blueberries. There's nothing wrong with that.
I do like blueberries.
Blueberry.
I drink.
He was trying to lead you into that.
Ashley hates blueberry beers.
Oh, I drink blueberry beer as a general, like just if it's out there, yeah, I'll have a blueberry, whatever. But it's not one of my favorites.
Okay.
It's more like I like. There was one I had at my old house. We did a review and it was just effing delicious. It was maybe a strawberry or a wild berry beer.
Yeah.
Oh shit! That's so long ago.
Yeah, it was.
We haven't done reviews at your place since like so long.
I like blueberries, and I would like to like blueberry beers, but blueberry is just not a fruit that lends that much flavor. I mean, to me, I'm always let down when I have blueberry beers. So it's just a running joke in the chat that I just fucking hate blueberry beers because I'm always just let down. But,
yeah, and I keep going all red beard and talking about
coffee and beers like my hate for lactose.
No.
I'm sorry, Nick.
Sorry.
I don't mind hibiscus either. I like hibiscus.
Oh yeah, that's what's fun.
Except for that Moosehead rosé hibiscus one. That was
terrible.
a meh.
I wanted Murphy's Law came out with their vodka today, not wasted vodka.
Did Moosehead ever make a pumpkin?
I don't think so. They'd never heard of a pumpkin beer from Moosehead. I miss the Roche beer that Moosehead made last year, the smoky one.
Mm-hmm.
They made a whole bunch of it, and they kept it in production throughout the winter, basically. Last year, they didn't come out this year, and I'm like, why? That was like one of the best things you've released in recent history.
Basically, what happened is they accidentally ordered way too much smoked malt. They had no idea what to do with it.
I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say they ordered too much smoke.
Listen, Hammond River had a beer. They made a mistake. They made an oatmeal stout, but they ordered some smoked malt and then accidentally used it.
Yeah.
In an oatmeal stout. It was really good too, and he's never made it again because it was a mistake.
Yeah, that would be an interest. Like, it really depends on like how heavy they went on it, right? Because I mean, a little bit of smoke like that, and something that's relatively creamy would sort of add a nice little edge to it.
That's what it's like to go visit Nick or Don. You go to their LCV, and BLC, whatever. It's like, oh, what's that? Oh, that's just the Moosehead one-off thing you just tried. It's like, holy shit. They're like, oh yeah, we're just used to it.
Last year.
That's not Moosehead, that's Moosehead. It's always fucking amazing.
Like, that's fucking Moosehead?
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna go grab a Moosehead. I'll be right back.
You're gonna grab a Moosehead?
Yeah, he's totally gonna go grab a Moosehead.
They get the fresh stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so lactose for me in beer is shit.
But I hate cow juice milk. I hate it. So it's like, for me, it's the same.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's some people love that. Like fucking like lactose laden stouts. People love those where it's just added as that sweetener, that creaminess. I just can't stand it. It's just too sweet. I don't know what it is.
Well, I mean, you can have a really like overly sweet beer, and yeah, but I mean, you know, I don't mind a lactose.
Oh no, is Nick gone to bed already?
No, he's just grabbing a beer. You know what?
He's on red
where
too.
lactose does do well, and I don't really like it per se, is when they add it with like a fruited sour. So they have like a fruited sour, and maybe it's a touch too sour, and they can add a little bit of lactose just to temper it a little bit. Sort of works out well that way. But I don't know. It's just me. I'm just
even like I hate sours, and counterpart they have like lactose and sours, and I actually like those. It's weird.
Yeah,
They do. It always seems like they always have at least one, if not two, sours going at all times. So
They had two. They had two going. They're actually good.
they had two, yeah.
Blueberry. The one was like they both have vanilla in them or something.
Fucking blueberry sours.
It legit looks like something from Smirnoff. It's beer. So I guess the women's.
Oh,
they're like purple beers and like no.
Well, you know what? My wife, who's predominantly like a wine drinker, she loves sours. Like if I give her a good craft sour, she'll really like it and she'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
But I mean that's because of the tartness and drinking white wine, red wines, and stuff like that. There's
that's what I'm saying. Cousin Pascal's wife, uncle owns a small pony or something in Ottawa. And the owner says, "No, I'll never make a regular beer. Women just keep buying the sour beers. That's all I'll ever make."
Wait, he owns a Small Pony Beer Works?
Yeah.
Cool.
But that's all he does. Is I sell beer to women because they love sour beers. That's all he said. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
It does seem that women, in my experience, seem to almost enjoy sour beers more than men do.
I think so.
Well, that's what his business plan is based on. So yeah.
I think that's a pretty generalized statement. But
like the bottles
half hours on Earth.
He's ordering from Germany that costs a lot. It's just the sheer amount of barrels and the business he's making. I think there's a legit point to that.
Yeah. I don't see a lot of Small Pony in the LCBO. I see one or two bottles, and they're usually pretty expensive. Not as expensive as like Cascade from the US, but still pretty.
Ah, fuck, Greg's back.
That one I would buy again. That 666.
Right.
That one was good when I started doing reviews. I had that shortly after. But
Still pretty good.
We have one comment.
It's still pretty good. Now they only let you have it once a year.
We have one comment from Jamie.
How old is that style of beer?
Jamie says hi, Nick. Okay, keep going.
This is brand new. It's bottled 1020.
I know it's new, but when did they first come out with it?
Oh, actually, they used to have a story about it, but I believe it was. I think it was something like June 6th, 06 or something like that. Like they did it on a specific day. I mean, it used to be they changed it now, but it used to be 6.66% alcohol, and they used 6.6 kilograms of hops. Like they had the whole story behind it.
Yeah, sort of like the octopus ate everything, and then
Yeah.
All right,
Now,
so
I
which
wondered,
beer
was
should I
it-
have? Number the quad or the Moosehead small batch?
Quad.
I would save the quad.
I have 3 bottles of these.
I'm the worst person to ask the question. I was
Well,
just trying to
What?
really
yeah,
fast.
Chug the quad.
you let us right into that by saying that you have 3 bottles. You're sort of saying I'm okay to.
Well,
drink
I'm just
this one
like
now."
if the response is like you should save that one, I'm like, why? Not why? I've got 3 bottles. Here.
Well,
I
that was
feel
always
Nick
going to be
should-
a type person that says you save it. Always a person like me that says you should chug it. So
Meh.
it's just you got to pick
And
one.
then well, Greg's the one saying yeah, I should loop it.
Nick should really drink all 3 bottles right now.
No. They're warm.
Actually, you should mix both of them at the end. Just see what they
Mix
taste
them.
like.
There you go. And then mix them with your urine and try it.
So, Greg,
Yeah.
I was asking these fuck guys.
He schlub.
He showed up. I asked them what has been their best beer that they've had in the last month. I said the week, and then Nick was like, "Okay, well, last month. Best beer you've had in the last month."
I mean, does it have to be a new beer?
Oh, be whatever the fuck. We give a shit.
Steam whistle.
Actually, I'll give it. Although I might be just over a month with this, but the Rorschach, so barrel aged Imperial Stout, barrel aged in cognac barrels, absolutely delicious. I've still got one
Delicious.
bottle of it left. I wanted to buy more for a beer anal, but they sold out of it.
Beer anal.
What's the price
Analysis.
on their stuff? Is it pretty pricey?
I think it's pretty reasonable. I mean, for a 500 milliliter bottle of, I think it's a 12% beer. I think, it's 10 or 12 bucks. I can't remember. I think it's $10.
That's really good though.
I think it's pretty reasonable. Their stuff's high quality. I mean, most of their flavored stouts are really sweet. So if you don't want a dessert stout, it might not be your thing. But I find them all kind of fun to try. And again, at $10 a bottle, I'm okay with that to try one. And even their cans, like I'm very impressed with that brewery. Like even their canned shit is really good. Like they have their various stouts, but they're always like very well balanced. Like they're like some of their shit tastes really crazy. Like they what was the one they had? Oh yeah, it tasted like a girly drink. It was like their I'd have to check my picture what it was called, but it basically tastes like a girly drink. I think it was actually named after a girly drink. I just don't think I've ever had that drink before.
You did your first order
Oh
through
my
them
God,
right at the beginning of COVID, didn't you? Sort of
Right.
ran.
Yeah, I put in like 6 or 7 orders to them. I keep ordering from them like twice a month because they come out with a lot of new shit. And they're pretty good with the free deliveries. Hold on, I'm just trying to see what is the last thing.
Wasn't there
Oh
something?
yeah,
what was
Afterglow
that?
Tiki Sour. That tasted like a girly mixed drink.
I'm trying to remember what was the beer that you had from Rorschach that was. There was something you had. Was it the hedonism or something? Was that them or
Yeah, that was the sour, the fruited sour.
the fruited sour series? That sounded actually pretty good.
Well, I'm always impressed by that one because every flavor they come out with, it actually tastes like the flavor they claim they do. Now, I don't know if they use fake flavoring to achieve that or whatever, but yeah, they do a good job. I freaking hate it when breweries come out, oh, it tastes like this flavor. It's like, no, it doesn't taste anything like that.
It tastes like fucking celery root, motherfucker. It tastes like shit.
Yeah, celery root, motherfucker.
Right?
Delicious
I hate it when
vegetables.
my sours. You're like green pepper.
Income.
Anyway, hey, by the way, Scott, did you see that there was a big update to Golf with Your Friends and there's now a new official course?
No.
Oh, so should I get into Steam and patch it, or?
Yeah, actually. We play around with it.
How
and see
big
if
is
we
the
like it.
update?
It's like 1.2 gigs. Oh shit, it's going to be too much for Gee. Mine updated
Now we're
automatically,
spooky.
so.
My update's queued.
That should be fine. I'll take a look.
Came out today. I'll take a look. What else did they update? I know there's. It's like
What was
a
everything?
sunken pirate ship kind of thing, of course.
Yeah, you shared it like the Deep Throat Island thing.
Deep Throat Island. Power ups. Oh, you can get power ups now? Oh, okay. This is basic features of the game. We're trying to read the Ooh, Golf with Your Friends will also be taking part of the Steam Halloween sale, which begins tomorrow, where it will feature a 33% discount for a little limited time. So if some people who don't have it already,
Ooh.
like Greg, could buy it.
Why is Dan not joining?
I
He's
can maybe
playing golf
afford
with
it.
their friends right now.
I can probably
Fucker.
afford it now.
You can afford it now. Now you
Greg,
you bought a bike. So how do you like your new bike, Greg?
I was gonna say, Greg,
I
I
like
hope you
I like it. I like it. I just don't like it how it tips over sometimes. I that's kind of a bad feature of it. I gotta get training wheels actually. That'll be better.
That's you just being fucking douche.
You gotta keep moving and you gotta balance.
I'm great on it when I'm moving. I'm not so good when the bike is stationary. I'm trying to get on and off it. That's where I fuck up.
Yeah, I do it too.
That's
still.
where I drop it.
You might find like did you get the seat posts fitted so that you got the right length for your leg? Like is the seat post need to be moved up or down?
They fitted it for me, and the guy said I possibly could go up another centimeter or two, but I was wearing shoes with pretty thick, like I was wearing running shoes, so they had pretty thick midsole. So
Yeah.
I generally going to ride my bike with thinner shoes, so I think it's probably about right for me.
They weren't a good on shoes. What he's saying, essentially.
Yeah.
They were not good Cole Haan shoes.
You're not Cole Haan shoes. You want your legs so there's
I feel Cole Haan makes the best biking shoes.
You want your leg to have like a slight bend to it, but you don't want it to have like a.
Yeah.
You don't want it completely vertical, locked out, you don't want it with too much of a bend. Otherwise, you're working at the wrong muscles. You could pull something.
Yeah, the guy basically told me to keep an eye on whether I get knee pain or not. I think he said if it's front knee pain, then I'm too low. If it's back knee pain, I'm too high, or vice versa. But they said, bring it back if I need it readjusted. They'll do it. I mean, it should be simple, but it seems kind of fairly complicated. You have to get the Allen key in there, and you have to get like 2 other bolts to snap in. Apparently, like it's like 3 bolts.
Oh,
have
to
line
adjust
up.
your seat.
Yeah, like it's fairly complicated. Even the guy knew what he was doing. It took him
Well, you got to be careful considering, like, you don't want to. You got to be careful. Like, if it were an aluminum frame, it'd be a little easier, but you got to be careful with a carbon frame because you don't want to crack the lip around the seat tube. So, because if you do that, then basically the bike's fucked.
So, what's it made out of?
Yeah, carbon
fiber. Greg
really?
went all out.
I feel actually just
it was
crashed.
A giant.
No, I didn't crash at all. I'm just trying to think. So what's the durability like on a bike like that?
If you don't crash it, like carbon actually lasts the longest because apparently like aluminum will start to sag after a while because it like starts to bend. So theoretically it'll last the longest, but also carbon can crack if you hit it the wrong way. So now the good thing about
carbon can be easier to fix.
The good thing about carbon is apparently it's fairly repairable compared to aluminum. But
so what would happen theoretically? Let's just say I go up to your bike and I have like a ball peen hammer and I just fucking whack right on the side of your frame.
I would have sexually
crack. Did it like crack the carbon fiber or is it like super strong, like durable, like a metal?
I don't know. That's a good question. My guess is probably it would crack it.
Well, carbon fiber can be stronger than steel, but it's all about tension versus compression. Like are you compressing the metal or are you stretching it, kind of thing? And because carbon fiber, it's basically it's sheets, it's layers of carbon fiber all glued together. So the compression, it doesn't work right because it'll just come apart, turns into like a powder basically. But of threads, it's like a wire thread. Like you ever cut open a tire and you get the mesh, the threads inside. Anyway,
it's almost like a fiberglass.
Yeah, exactly, fiber. Yeah, fiber. But as far as strength of the material is very strong. Like carbon fiber is probably going to be stronger, but in a crash. But if you take a chunk out of it, then the frame's pretty. I suppose aluminum's going to do the same thing. Carbon fiber theoretically lasts longer, but there's some things to be aware on it. You don't want to compress it too much, or it'll crack and ruin it. So, like,
you just think about the bike that you drove as a child, and how heavy they would be compared to what you're driving now as an adult. You know what I mean? Because all of our bikes back in the day were made of like fucking tube steel.
Right? And not even chromoly steel. It's supposed to be lighter steel.
It's just like
just straight fucking
and we
steel.
made do as kids, like fucking jumping over speed bumps and all that shit. And, and we're fucking lugging these 30-pound bikes around.
Yeah.
And now we're like, oh my God.
My current bike's 30 pounds. 32.
Boys, I gotta go.
I'm sending Nick some pictures of my boss's
yeah,
bike
no,
today.
Scott. See you, Scott.
Right. Get better. Hopefully it's not the COVID. I know it's not.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, he's all right. What I was trying to say is the steel bikes. Like when I was a kid, I had a 12-speed supercycle. That thing was all fucking steel and it was fucking heavy.
Right?
But it was durable.
Did you get it from Consumers Distributing?
It was a supercycle. I got it from Canadian Tire, or at least my parents did.
Okay.
I think mine too, but yeah, you could fucking kill a horse.
It was strong and good thing because I beat the fuck out of that thing.
You couldn't beat it. It just fucking stayed intact.
Yeah, that's Sparkle Chunks beer soup right there.
Sparkle Floof.
Oh man, that's like sparkle soup. That's like a New England clam chowder. Who the hell sent that?
Oh, was it
The picture.
Lady Lee? I think that sent that picture. The really gross
New England chowder
style IPA.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I think I saved the picture on my phone. Just a sec.
I hope
We
it's
were
not real,
posting
but
pictures of
Alright,
stuff.
so let's
We're too busy.
try it.
There it is.
Oh, that's
Let
funny.
me change my camera input quick here. Everybody's gonna see what my settings are. Oh. Turn it here. Just cause my.
It looks brown.
There you go. All right, so there's like.
Yes, the chunky.
Yeah, the chunky soup,
I can't.
New England style clam chowder IPA.
I only see the outline of the glass and everything in between. It's all white.
Yeah,
but
I can't. I'm trying to get my
remember
camera
so
to get
gross.
the focus here.
It's so gross.
I
There
can
you
make
go.
some of that.
Oh, there
right
you
now.
go.
You
That
want
looks
to
better.
watch?
You gonna go make some of that?
You want to watch?
Do you have like some? Yeah. Yeah, let's
Gross.
do cooking with ghee.
Cooking with ghee.
And then
It's just,
speaking like
it's
half
just
my
me.
pepper-
It's just me jerking off in the curved glass.
Oh, Kubi. You got a ghee Kubi.
Well,
Did
if
you
it
see
ends up in the
James,
pot,
what's his name? James Hammond has a cooking show. The one I watched is like eating cat food, cooked cat.
Oh, I saw that. I didn't watch it, but I saw it. There.
It's like
Oh,
it's
that's
flavorless. It's like with a bit of salt, it's not too bad.
oh my god.
Cat food smells like shit, but cooked, I would never thought of cooking cat food.
He just wait, you like put it in a casserole dish, mix it with some fucking noodles, cook it in the oven.
Is
See
it
what
just
happens.
me? Just me, or actually webcam's like fucked up big
No, I
time?
don't know. Why Ashley here? Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, I am fucked up.
Yeah.
It looks like one of those weird porn moments. It's like, what the fuck am I saying?
Right. I will leave and I will be right back.
Oh.
So Nick, that seat you sent me today, or that you showed me the seat you have, is that more comfortable? Is that why you got it, or is there another reason? Why
Yeah,
you
it's
got it?
more
'Cause I
comfortable,
see
that's
these
why.
high-end seats, but they seem to be there just for the weight savings.
A lot of them are. Like if your ass is used to sitting on that kind of seat, then or if you wear that gel padded seat like like the pants.
I'm actually yeah.
Yeah, like it makes it a lot easier to wear because most professional cyclists will actually ride with cycling shorts that have the chamois pad in the underwear basically, and you go commando wearing those things. I don't know if that's what you did or not. Because it's basically a replacement for underwear, but and that's why you see them wearing lycra and just like basically wearing nothing underneath.
Well, I wore underwear because I returned it to Amazon because it was too big, but I needed something, so I wore it over underwear. So my balls haven't touched it.
Oh well, there you go. Yeah, it'll probably just take it, but it stays.
That's much better, right?
Yeah. I'll probably wind up in a landfill anyway.
I got a new pair coming tomorrow, as well as my helmet, as well as
Thanks.
I have one of those bike racks as seen on TV where it actually stores the bike upright, because right now the bike is in my room and it's taking up a lot of room. So
the ones
need
that
to
stores
figure
it
out a
up
better
vertically.
yeah, it stores it vertically. But what I'm trying to figure out a way of getting. I need to get a big chain or something to chain it to like a pillar in my garage, because I apparently can have some sort of bike stand installed in my parking spot, but it's like $500.
I just sent you.
My wife just sent me a picture.
Uh-oh.
So,
Am I
so
better
I'm
now?
gonna,
You guys can
I'm
see?
gonna figure something out.
But yeah, when it comes to like if you're really having trouble, especially if you're getting into it, that kind of seat is very comfortable because not only is it contoured, but it's also got this nice padding to it, and
Yeah,
it offers
so
additional cooling because it's got the cutout at the bottom, which I find is better on the taint.
Yeah, I think once I kind of get past the point where I'm worried about dropping the bike, because I'm sure I'm going to drop it a bunch more times, and I may as well just make my cheap components get damaged and Because when I looked at the components on this bike, they're not that expensive, which is actually good. As long as the frame doesn't get damaged, I can build up from the frame if I want better components, or I can just replace the cheap components with other cheap components. They're not that
Yeah,
expensive.
the frame's the most expensive part, and so is your drivetrain's going to be the second most expensive because you're talking about like that.
Yeah, they're both
GRX
pretty
group
protected
set.
from falls and stuff like that.
American
So, I
components,
mean-
the Russian components, all made in Taiwan.
Right. So I mean that's the stuff I'm worried about. After that, I will, that sounds like that might be a worthwhile upgrade for me. But I'm gonna wait till the point where I'm no longer dropping the bike like an idiot. So I'm also thinking of getting a kickstand because I think that might end up being very convenient to have. I don't know. Do you have a kickstand on your bike, Nick?
No.
No, Nick has a kickstand on him.
I got a kickstand between my
Well,
legs.
Nick
No.
has his own kickstand. I don't know. I just find it. I'm always
A
worried
lot
about
of-
scratching it when I lean.
I
against it.
get that, and it is a caveat of like usually they take the kickstand off because of weight savings. Most bikes don't have them nowadays, and I would even look at your frame to see if you even put a kickstand on it.
That's where the
That I don't
Does it have the mounting points for a kickstand?
Without a kickstand, like what the fuck?
I think there's some sort of pre-drilled hole underneath. I'm not sure because I haven't actually put the bike upside down to look, but I felt it. It felt like there was something there because there's the pre-drilled bolts for like there's 3 different spots you can put the water bottle cage, or you can have 3 of them if you want.
Cool. That's fart smell. Bad.
It is a fart smell.
Jesus.
It's a neat bike. It's more than I need, but I'll grow into it and hopefully learn to love it and hopefully not crack it in half and then be sad that I spent a lot of money on a fancy paperweight.
I should buy my next bike in Terra then? Safer.
Okay, is Ashley Sexton back because I can't see him? Like I see him floating
He
around.
must have fucked off to get a
letters
beer or
floating around.
something, or to beat his kids.
Name magic tricks
Okay.
again.
I will say though, this morning I drove my Camaro to work. My Camaro is much more comfortable than that bike. Got a nice padded seat.
Yeah,
The
really.
shifter works. Yeah.
Cardio's
So,
not
now-
cardio's not as great. It's supposed to have to drive faster.
That's true. I'm actually, hopefully I didn't fuck anything up because I had no fucking clue how to work the gears, and I watched a bunch of videos today how gearing works, and so I kind of understand now the concept of like sort of, I think it's your small gear, and then it kind of, your small gear, and then it goes with the bigger gears, and you're not supposed to ever go small and small, and
The
then
front
bigger
gear, you turn that once per crank, right? And it's got a certain number of teeth on the outer ring and then in the middle ring. In the back,
Yeah.
The way the chain works is like if you have a bigger gear in front, it turns the crank more if you have a smaller gear in the back than it does in the front, because the ratios are much bigger, greater difference in ratios. Likewise, if you're using a smaller gear in the back, or in the front, smaller gear in the front, then it's not turning the gear in the back as much. So if you use like small gear front, small gear, big gear in back, then it's going to be your easiest gear overall.
As long as your IPA is 7%.
But apparently, like,
Right?
not,
At
you're
the end
not
of the day,
supposed to use,
7%.
apparently you're not supposed to use too many of, I think, the big gears with the big front gear, and then you're
Yeah.
not supposed to use too many of the small gears with the small gear up front. And then you're not supposed to cross them like big and small
Yeah,
and
'cause
small because
When you do that, the chain goes on a huge angle, and it's called cross-chaining. It's basically strains the chain because it's going on a huge angle between one and the two. And I've never quite agreed with that because they've got more. They call it a 20 speed or something like that, but you can't use all those gears.
This smells fucking good.
Yeah.
Holy
But
shit,
you don't want to anyway because say a medium gear in the back and the small gear in the front is the same as using the large gear in the front and the big gear in the back. So it's all about where the power graph is. Like it's complicated, but once you understand it,
ultimately it's like
I want to try that
I
Gonzo.
think I have to leave and come back because I see Ashley Sexton talking and I'm not here, so
Is he muted or
No,
something?
I'm not talking.
I'm having.
you can I
nose-
can't Is your
Orgasm.
camera off or?
Oh, my camera's on.
See, I can't see it, so I'll be back. I gotta see every beautiful.
You gotta click on him.
Aw.
Holy shit, it
You guys
smells
can
good.
see me, right?
Huh? I can
Yes.
hear you.
So, what is that, Guy?
The title IPA. It just says title Imperial Ale.
There's.
Oh, okay. Oh, from that from Counterpart as well.
What do you
Okay,
think
cool.
it's twat for?
Pie-
Fucking pineapple and like lemongrass. A fucking pine. Holy shit.
If you come in, are you gonna be good?
No.
Because I love pine. This is fucking pine up the nose and coming out of the yards.
So sad. Look at him. He's depressed. Agnieszka, how could you let a little Arnold get depressed like this? Oh,
Wah, wah,
so
wah,
sad.
wah.
Just needs a little title IPA.
So, title IPA.
Look,
New
look how
England.
sad he.
Easy IPA with Sabro, Southern Passion, and Vic Secret. So those are all South African hops.
All he does is
Flavors of coconut and tangerine lead the way, complemented by notes of pineapple, banana, and cedar. There you go. There's your pine, Gee. You call it cedar, you call it pine.
Not much banana, but holy fuck. I'm definitely tasting the diet.
I'm gonna start setting up anyway because you're gonna.
Banana is a weird one to pull out of a hop.
Oh my god,
That's a weird flavor note for a hop. You know that's a yeast ester. That's a yeasty thing, not a hoppy thing.
Ashley Sexton's a yeasty thing.
Very yeasty thing.
Yeah, I'll put
Sorry. So yeah, I'm drinking Gonzo Imperial Porter by Flying Dog. This has been by far my favorite beer of the month. This is awesome.
Yes, I still need to pick those up.
Oh my god, if you haven't, you have to pick these up. These fucking beers are amazing.
Yeah, I can get a whole bunch of them around me.
So good.
where's Flying Dog from again?
It's in Michigan, I think.
Is it Michigan?
Or is it? It's in the.
They were like
it's in the
Delaware. Aren't they
Frederick, Maryland.
Maryland.
Oh, okay, my bad.
That was closer. Delaware.
Yeah, and
That's like Dogfish Head is from Maryland, from Delaware, isn't it?
Is that something you guys get at your Toronto LCBO?
Arnold, what's wrong with
no, this just really randomly appeared out of nowhere.
That's actually been one of the beers.
Well,
That one's actually been kind of a bucket list beer for me. I've been wanting to try that one for a while.
this has been? This?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll try to get some more then, man. Like, I didn't
Oh, yeah.
know. If I can find some more, I will definitely pick some up for you.
All right, cool. I don't want to sound too much like Redbeard and try to be like.
Oh no! I mean,
like a fucking retard.
What?
And
Like a retard.
PA Breeders is in the chat saying Maryland. Dogfish is from Milton, Delaware. I knew one of them was one of the dog breweries. But Flying Dog's the one with the artwork by Ralph Steadman, the guy that did all the artwork for the Hunter S. Thompson novels.
okay, so yeah,
That candle.
Paul's in the chat right now.
No.
Paul is in the chat right now.
Paul's in the chat right now. I watched your review on this. I don't know who the woman was. You guys were reviewing this in like some fucking shady hotel somewhere, and it was a funny review, Paul. You should go watch it again.
See if he remembers it.
And I don't know who this lady was. She was very into it as well. But she said the roastiness that comes from the hops, and I was just like, oh, okay.
Roasty hops.
It's just it's all good. It's all good. It's all fun. It's all dumb bullshit, anyways, right? So, but that's
I'm
your
looking
X5.
it up now.
I'm sorry.
Was it actually It's actually a Baltic Porter.
No, it's not lager. This is
Love Baltic Porter.
9.2.
Baltic Porter.
I don't think it's a Baltic Porter. It doesn't say on it it's a Baltic. It doesn't drink like a Baltic.
Oh yeah, see, I figured you were being an asshole there, Ashley. That's his ex-wife.
Holy Yeah, I should
Yeah.
drink I can't.
Yeah.
It smells fucking
I mean, I don't know.
And I know it's not like and of course it's not like he's gonna take the video down. But at the same time, at least we're all saying that she's stupid for saying roasty hops. I'm sure Paul will agree. It's an Imperial Porter.
That's
Love you, Paul.
that's my favorite IPA from those guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, Paul. It's an Imperial Porter. Yes. Boom, boom.
Everybody get drunk tonight.
Everybody Wang Chung tonight.
We should all Wang Chung together.
Wank Chung.
'Cause why not?
All I have after this are just some homebrews. That's it. Fridge is empty.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna head out for in a bit here anyway. As soon as I finish my Castile Barista Chocolate Quad.
Isn't this a great storage solution for a bike? Just have it at the end of my bed, taking up half my room.
Yes.
Yes.
So you got to get one of those ones that vertically mounts it on your wall. That would probably be a good solution if you
Not
have
on
it
my
in the
wall.
corner.
It's on the floor, but it does vertically mount it to take up less room. I'm eventually going to have it in the garage. I just don't like the idea of having my bike available for anyone to just take.
I know that's
Yeah, no,
that's
not a brand
pricey
new,
investment.
brand new
No.
$3,000 bike. Yeah.
So I'm thinking of well, the thing is we have a storage locker which I can put it in there, but it's jammed with shit. So my wife and I after Halloween are going to clean it out and try and make a little room because with the vertical stand it doesn't take up that much room, but we need a little room.
Facebook Marketplace, man. People are making a killing off that shit. Sell your stuff. Sell everything. People will buy stuff.
It literally is junk, but
Yeah.
my next beer is going to be
What-
an after hours series raspberry sour.
There you go. Raspberry sour.
Yeah, we'll see.
The raspberries weren't sour enough.
Well, raspberries are tart, Mr. Sexton.
I apologize.
That's okay.
Apologize, Mr. Pallet.
It's okay. You're forgiven. Just don't.
Apologize, stupid palate.
But yeah, I
Actually,
would definitely not
find
keep
out
that
if I-
mic out in the open. Someone's gonna fucking jack that.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, it's not a big issue with our condo. I mean, I'm down 2 floors and it's a fairly secure. I'm not saying people can't get in, but it's
Oh, I know, but
your parking
you
garage.
give people the opportunity and they will take it.
Yeah, it'll be like my next door neighbor. He'll just take it and move it to his spot, and he'll be like, "Hey, look at my new bike."
Yeah, look at my new bike.
What the fuck? It even has the exact same scratches that mine has. What the fuck, man, you're trying to trick me.
Dude, take pictures of the serial numbers and send it to your insurance guy.
I do have yeah. That's the thing is I have to look at my talk to my condo insurance. I do have the serial number on the receipt, so I just
Yeah,
need to
and
do
well,
that.
take pictures though. Take
I don't
pictures
even-
of the condition it's in right now.
I don't even know if my bike's insured. It kind of does scare the fuck out of me, but
Typically, I think your home insurance will cover it, but you may need to talk. To
Yeah,
them
but
about it.
you'd have to you'd have to
yeah, but I live in my folks' place, so it's their insurance and my
Wow.
bike's.
I'm just saying because you know these are investments, right? So you got to protect them. I mean, I never in my life had apartment insurance, like whatever. But I'm just saying, like, these are expensive things. People know to steal these things or to flip them, sell them, whatever. So they're susceptible to that. So
It also the thing is it depends, right? Because like, typically, I think your home insurance might cover it. They may not charge you an extra premium, but if they charge you an extra premium, then it's like, well, is it really worth it? How much is the bike worth? Like,
yeah, well, that's the thing, right?
I don't know if they're gonna say like, oh, we'll insure your bike for an extra $250 a month or something. It's like, nah, it's
Well,
not.
no, obviously not. I mean, even if the premium went up by like $10 a month, I'd be like, I don't know.
Well, $10. I mean, I'd have to. I think $10 a month would be worth it. But
Paul-
you know, if it was in the hundreds of bucks, like I don't generally believe in buying insurance for anything that you can't afford to replace. So I mean, I can't afford to replace my condo if it burns down. So that I want to insure. I don't really want to afford to replace my car if it gets destroyed. So I insure that. But it's
Yeah,
like
usually that. car insurance is
$3,000
mandatory.
but it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, Paul said Why the fuck $3,000? Literally, what the fuck? And I'm like,
Because Toronto.
it's because it's
Because I'm
Toronto. Well, yeah. Well, the bike, no, the
the
bike's gonna be costing the same wherever you go. It's the material it's made out of. It's carbon fiber, so.
Listen, originally I was looking at a $1,500 bike, but I can't find any Revolt 2s, and I was looking at Revolt 1, but then I'm like, I don't know. This one also offered a really good finance plan that I'm basically paying it off over 12 months at 0% interest. So, I like that.
Yeah, and it's going to be a
those
better
companies,
bike,
yeah,
better, lighter bike in the long run, as long as you take care of it.
So I figure I get a better frame. I mean, yeah, there's a chance I might crack it in half, and then I'll look like an idiot.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing: you don't, and you don't do that in a couple of years' time. You decide to sell it because you're not using it much. It's still worth something, especially with carbon fiber frame. Because they're kind of like they're like the porn of bike stuff. So like you want a carbon fiber frame, but they're that lofty goal.
Kind of like pull your big dick out, like.
It's like in the world of cameras, having a full frame camera. That full frame sensor kind of.
Agnes hasn't gotten her new camera yet, but she's pretty excited, aren't you, honey?
Ooh.
Yeah. She's gonna get herself a nice Canon Prime lens and spend like $8,000 on it.
What?
They're pretty expensive.
8,000.
Really? How much?
What lens are you
I'm
getting?
joking. Well, the one I think you were talking about, Nick, the 80 Sigma 84 1.4. It's like $1,500.
85. Well, isn't that the one she has? Does she have an 85 1.4?
No, she has a 50. I think a
51.8.
Oh, okay. I thought you had a Sigma lens of some sort.
I have a Sigma 24 millimeter 1.8.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't think you have any.
That's gonna be pretty sweet. But yeah, if you want to do portraits, like a full frame camera with a nice 85 millimeter lens is beautiful.
Yeah, my dream is to get 85 1.8.
Oh,
1.8 or 1.4, yeah.
It's not. It's $1,500. I looked it up.
If you go to the used market and find a Sigma 85 1.4 cheaper than that.
And Nick will sell you his used one.
No, I don't. Well, I have an 85, but it's a 1.8 and it's for the Sony system.
What do you like? Do you find the 1.? Because the 1.8 is way cheaper. Do you find the 1.8 that much worse?
Typically the lens has got a smaller aperture, like 1.8. The higher the number, and the F is smaller hole to let light in. You should 1.4 is the one you really want. If you're going Canon, look at 1.2 as well. But the smaller the number, it's a ratio, so it's basically the diameter of the aperture is a ratio of the focal length divided by the number. So like the bigger the aperture, the smaller the number. So like 1.2 is smaller than 1.4. 1.4 is smaller than 1.8. And it's kind of like...
What's the lowest number you can go? Can you get like a 1 or a 0.5?
Not in an 85. There's probably like an 85 1. I think there's like a super rare 85 1.0.
Oh.
Basically 1.2, 1.4, 1.8. But 1.2 is more light than 1.8.
Oh, okay.
And then the images are blurry in the background.
Yeah,
and
but the 85 1.2 doesn't have optical stabilization.
Well, listen, here's the thing. Is I bought her the camera body, so I mean she can afford the lens.
Paul's making some comments here. How much your super? Oh,
yeah. You want to read them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Where did we leave off? Okay, so yeah, and Dogfish Head is from Milton, Delaware. My ex-wife, Imperial Porter. Why the fuck $3,000? Renter's insurance. Gear theft is part of your insurance. You just need proof of purchase. And Jamie was wondering, how much are super cycles from Canadian Tire? And Paul was like, I'm a poor piece of shit, but even if I wasn't, I'd still only buy the cheap functional stuff. Okay, so yeah, just function over form.
And Jamie's like, bike, $200, helmet, $30, enough left over to buy a Corolla. Ta-da! Says Paul.
Yeah.
And screw a helmet, not a pussy.
They're required here.
So money left for beer to miss my Corolla, good little car.
You know what? You're 100% right, and I agree with you. Right now,
I don't
you
miss
can't
my
actually
Corolla. I
get a
still have
Canadian
it.
Tire bike. But everything's full out of Canadian Tire.
Mine works.
Mike,
just as
Basically,
a
getting any
fucking
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 bucks
tire.
That's right. Two of us in this chat are Corolla owners, aren't we?
Yeah, fuck that.
I have the elder Corolla.
Fucking, I hate plot holes now.
Oh fuck!
I'm
Yeah,
just a Corolla.
what the hell happened there, Guy? I saw you had to change a tire. Did you like hit a pothole and then?
Well, the day before, then
was
started
the first
driving.
car.
Then
That
the
was-
car's like, "Oh, you're slipping on ice." I was like, "Bullshit! There's no fucking ice. It's snowing, but there's no ice." Pull over, and like my car is like, it feels like it's like slipping. I was like, "What the fuck? Somebody dropped oil or some shit." And I pull over, it's like, "Oh, the tires fucking slipped off the fucking rip."
Didn't even
No,
notice you had a
that's
fucking
fucking
flat.
Well, because Corollas they have sensors in the wheels, I just always ignored the warnings.
Oh god.
Oh my god, so the
God.
warnings were on all the time.
Oh yeah.
You just never paid attention.
I should also mention
If I
that
start
Paul-
slipping up,
That's your own damn
Oh,
fault,
fuck.
man. Come on.
I don't get
Paul,
pressure
like-
warnings, but I get a warning of traction control is acting up.
I never go to dealership.
Yeah.
I oil change. I just got oil changers, and the rest is like fuck that. I hate dealerships.
Go,
in general.
Mr.
I
Lube.
know, I get it. I get
Oh
it.
yeah,
Love
dealerships like
dealerships.
fuck you
They
over.
bring it in, they do their shit, and then I leave, and it's all done.
Yo, you do you maintenance? Yeah, maintenance my cock $500 a fucking month. Fuck you.
Doesn't cost that much. My Camaro oil change is $90 plus tax, and it's like fucking. They have to put like 7 liters of oil into it.
Oh
so
no,
it's
I'm
not-
talking maintenance, not oil changes. I always get synthetic. Like my oil changes like 100 and more easily, but yeah. But I'm talking maintenance, stupid fucking shit.
I should just learn how to do my own damn oil change. Like, seriously.
like
You
Redbeard
can't
wants to do.
Learning how to do an oil change is easy, but an oil change is a pain in the ass. Like it's honestly for what they charge you. Like Ashley, you bring your fucking own oil to a dealership, they'll charge you $25 to do the change itself, and
Yeah.
for the amount of effort it is to do it, it's not worth the savings. It just really isn't. Unless you've got a garage with a lift in it, then maybe.
I just like
okay,
oil
but-
changers. It's like the 1950s. Fucking drive up there. Like
Even
10
if I-
minutes, you're fucking out of there. You're done.
Yeah, even if I take it like car back to the dealership or something, and get them to do it, it's like $65 to change the oil. I'm like,
Like you
Fuck it, I'll
have
pay
oil
that.
changers, fucking New Brunswick.
well, you got Mr. Lube here, but they're
Yeah,
like
that's the
they're
same.
more like synthetic oil is like $90 or some crap.
No, they asked me before I do it. I was like, yeah, synthetic will last longer, but they gave me the choice.
Well, yeah, really, they give you the choice. In my engine, you have to get synthetic. It's like OW20. And I thought we had the same engine. Isn't it like the 132 horsepower 1.8? Like 2 FEZZ or something like that.
I know what you're talking about.
The model number of the engine.
Yeah, so hey, Nick, just so you know, he's got no fucking idea what you're talking about.
I just thought oil change.
sorry.
Yeah,
Dude, stop.
that sexy Volkswagen. I just missed my 2.5 liter Rabbit. That's what I missed. I had half a Lamborghini engine in that thing.
Lamborghini.
It was 5 fucking cylinders. I wish I had manual fucking turbo that shit. Fucking rape beard.
Rape beard.
Rape beard.
This is a great
I'm looking it up. I'm just trying to remember what the number of the engine is. It's like.
So I download. You're going to bed soon, so I download the update for Golf with Your Friends.
Yeah. Yeah, you can play it on
yeah.
the weekend if you're.
Oh, why don't we just
Working.
play around?
The what?
Come on, Nick. Nick, play around. It's only 11:45.
Yeah, well, like, fuck, I gotta piss. I'll be right back.
All right, I'm going to piss too.
All right.
You guys can hear me in the back.
I don't want to hear you piss. That's really terrible.
Celebrate. Wow, my dog is licking his empty ball sack. Oh, everyone disappeared. Did we just go offline? What the fuck? Stop.
Now we didn't go offline. We're just Nick went for a piss. Oh, Ashley went for a piss.
Ashley probably went to go make love to
And
his
that's
wife.
how you satisfy horses, everybody.
You gotta satisfy the horses.
Oh yeah. You gotta pull over. You just gotta do one at a time. I can hear Arnold doing Arnold things.
Yeah, I know he's being a complete asshole. Trying to calm him down, but I think he needs to get locked up.
I wonder if somebody has a strong enough asshole to play a tug war with NLB's the dog.
I'm sure there's people with really strong assholes that have worked them out over the years.
Is this working? No.
Good man, Arnold. Go to sleep. Okay.
Go
Arnold.
to sleep. Why is this moved around? Oh,
Locked up like a
that's
criminal.
weird. Criminal.
He is a criminal. He's a smooth criminal. I need to catch up with my laps so I don't become like Nick.
I pissed. Ashley pissed.
Yeah, I pissed.
Did you guys piss together?
How did that work?
Obviously.
I think it's a sex thing, to be honest. Like, I think Ashley Sexton has sex with somebody and then they pass on the sex.
No, you don't
Not out of
cross the
consent.
streams.
Oh, I'm
Greece.
sorry, Paul. I'm missing all of his comments.
We're not online anymore.
Oh, we're not?
I thought we were. I didn't say we were going offline.
I think Mr. Nick is offline.
Yeah,
Why
we're
would
off.
you say that?
Oh, no, we're still on.
Oh, are we? Okay. Well, then obviously, because I was watching on my iPad. Oh, yeah, no, I'm stupid. I just don't know how chats work. There we go. It's live now.
So Paul's like, so yeah, so I said, and screw it, Hammond not a pussy, so money left for beer.
I like my brain.
So
I always thought Canadian Tire was a garage until I was
in
in
one?
one. The name was a bit misleading. Just work on your own cars.
Well, it is a
Once you-
garage. You just can buy shit. It's a convenience store on the side of it.
And then he says, once you go synthetic, you can't go back, I believe. What body of beer would you like to put in your engine
Beer-
today, sir?
oh god,
My
All right.
I was
comment-
gonna say with the whole,
we'll do
the
one.
whole synthetic thing. The idea behind you can't go back to synthetic is that basic synthetic is thinner oil. So the idea is if you have any issues with any seals that are already a little loose, the synthetic's going to go into them, and then once you do that, they're going to create leaks if you go back to regular oil. That maybe was true with cars 20 years ago. Nowadays, you can pretty much switch back and forth and you're okay. Like, it's not going to be a real big issue unless you've already got some other engine problems.
Iggy,
That being said, I mean, synthetic's not that much more expensive than
Yeah.
regular oil.
start the
You're
game.
I heard.
better off using
I heard
if
it.
you want to keep your engine from. If your car's released, then don't give a shit. Use whatever you want. It's the next person's problem.
Dude, this This on the other back. Or
I always thought there was like something about like you
Yeah,
condition
yeah.
your. Who's star?
Is that Ashley?
Did you join Ash?
I think that. Yeah, I think I did.
Your name's like hidden. Are we not friends on Steam anymore or something?
I don't know.
I think everybody's his friends.
I'm curious. Apparently, there's like new hats and stuff.
Sexy man.
I don't know why it'd be starting out like that.
Wow. All right. Let's start. What? Oh, somebody left. Guy left.
Oh, what the fuck?
Nick, do you have any
They
boobs to show?
customized it.
Titties? No.
You're just back out.
Okay. I think I didn't finish my thought when I was talking about like you condition your gaskets or something in your engine or something to use synthetic oil after a while. Something,
I think
something
that's
like
more
that.
of I think it's more of cars 20 years ago thinking. I don't really think it applies today. It's the same idea with rust proofing where it's not really you don't really need to get your car rust proof nowadays because everything's made of galvanized steel. So I mean, yes, eventually it will rust, but at that point you're probably gonna be ready to get a new car. So
Yeah,
Like
I don't think
15
rust
years
is a
from now,
huge, as big of a problem as it used to be.
no, it's really not a big problem at all. It's a problem when you damage your car and then you scrape the steel and shit like that becomes a problem with rust. But that's why you get a body shop to fix it. But yeah, I mean, like why do you think all these companies like BMW, Mercedes, probably Audi as well, they offer you like a 10-year guarantee against any sort of rust because they know their cars aren't going to rust, and eventually it will. But at that point, you're not going to give a shit that your 15-year-old BMW is rusting because you probably are just driving that car into the ground.
Oh, what the fuck?
Isn't it a shame that driving a car into the ground is only after 15 years? Shouldn't it be a lot longer than that? Really, when you think about it?
Cars are not built to last nowadays, and the fancier your car, like a Civic or a Corolla or a Mazda 3, yeah, you take good care of that thing, you could probably make it last 20, 25 years. But anything more fancy than that, especially a European car, I mean, unless you're willing to put a shit ton of money into it, don't.
Paul's saying it's the problem when you don't have enough income to constantly cycle through cars. And maybe if you don't, like, if you got Etobicoke condo money, it's not a big issue, but like with like blue collar workers, it can be an issue.
I mean, my last car I had
Too much
for
sex.
like, I had my last car for 7 years before I had it, and then
Same.
It is what it is. Like,
Yeah, I had my last one for 7 years, but I bought my last one used.
Our balls are like identical, I think.
Balls touched.
My ball don't touch anything.
yeah, and ultimately, you get a better value out of your car if you drive it till it dies. But
Yes, that's what I want to do with it. You know, like get it paid off and then fucking drive it to the ground and make it last as long as you possibly can. And you be reasonable with it. But like, I don't really give a shit what I drive. You know what I mean? As long as it's serviceable and it gets me to where I need to go, I don't really view it as like a thing of pride. It's a fucking tool. You know what I mean?
my uncle is very wealthy. At one point, he owned like 10 or 12 properties, and now he sold them all. So he's very wealthy in his retirement. And he has always bought a fairly cheap, reliable car that he kept for minimum 10 years, often longer. And now in his retirement, now this guy's probably got millions of bucks in the bank, you know. And he, for his retirement, finally decided to splurge on a car, and he bought himself a V8 Mustang. So I mean, like, this is a guy that could probably afford, like, you know, to buy several Ferraris in cash if he wanted to.
Well, you think about it, like, rich people don't get rich by spending all their
important.
money.
My mom just watched Borat too.
Oh, Jesus.
She's like,
Paul's talking about
I'm sorry, Greg. Finish your story, Greg. Nick so really interrupted.
Sorry, I just
I
trying to read
mean,
the
there's not
comments.
much more to the story.
Oh,
My
fuck
point
me.
being is that people spend their money how they wanted. My uncle's in his 60s. He's bought his first fancy car, and I mean, it's a must.
What was that?
It sounded like
All right. All right,
that
buddy.
sounded like bubbles.
That didn't sound good.
Okay. Well, we're not going to do that again. Okay.
What the fuck?
I have no idea.
All right, buddy.
Sorry.
Okay. You're okay. You're okay.
What was that?
So
Greg?
that noise you heard, he got his jaw caught between the cage wires and he couldn't get
Oh.
out, so he started yelping that he was fucking
Sounded
trapped.
like
He's
he was-
okay.
Sounded like screaming.
Yeah, it did sound like fucking screaming, didn't it? I was like, what the fuck? I've never heard that noise out of him, but he's okay.
Oh wow.
He's just scared.
Speaking of screaming, can I read Paul's comments now? Just to make him sure that he's recognized and acknowledged.
Yes, I'm trying my best. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Damn it.
It's all right.
Oh,
He says he's a driving the ground person. Should see some of the amazing rust he's seen in the garage, and they still have 80s and 90s cars and trucks around here. We still see a feel like 80s. Like I was lying up. I went up to get a burrito a couple weeks ago, and somebody had a nice 1980s Chrysler Fifth Avenue. I was like, oh man, I wish I had something like that. I don't know why. I just like an old 1980s luxury Chrysler's always made me interested.
shit.
His cars are all 16 years old, and he's thought that ball would roll back in the hole. I don't know which hole he's talking about, but there's lots of balls and holes around here.
Here's a treat for your cow. Okay. You know, at the end of the day, it's what's important. The point of my story I was trying to make is just that people, I think like Bill Gates drives a Honda Civic. Like it's like if it's something you want, again, we're all gonna be dead in 100 years. Buy what you want. If you like having a nice car, buy a nice car within whatever your budget is. If you don't feel it's something important, then
Well, it could be somebody that you don't give a shit about all that extra luxury stuff. I mean, I think it's nice, but I mean, I don't need it for driving around if I don't. I mean, I drive a lot too, so it's just not like I don't care. I don't necessarily care if I have all that stuff though.
I love that thing, something like stupid powerful, like a rabbit body with like a VR6 in it. It's just fucking surprise and faster than you.
No, drop a fucking like Jaguar V12 engine in there. There you go.
Ah, shit.
That'll make Paul happy.
Jag.
I wouldn't put a pussy in a rabbit, but
I feel like this course isn't
nice.
as well made as some as the others. Wow, he's got the runaway lead here.
So yeah, what the fuck's wrong with you guys? I bet there's a fucking easy way to do it too.
Okay.
Well, that's not okay what I just did.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, this is the course that gets like as soon as it gets halfway through, it's like fuck you.
Oh, motherfucker. Come on.
Paul's got more comments here. Oh, you had a haha, the longer it stays like that, the longer he will learn. What? You had a point? I have no idea what he's talking about.
I'm not totally sure what point. It's hard to know what Paul's replying to.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Wow. That was close.
And I'm in last place again. So predictable. Fucking nerds.
Let's put some cum on that face. What?
What the fuck? It's like he's saying it like the Joker. Let's put a smile on that face. Let's put some cum on that face.
It's funny.
I should know that.
Yeah, I'm not saying
Is this
that we should
recorded?
cut up
I
like
just missed it. I think I'm
Yeah, this is
drunk so
recorded. This is we're still alive. Put us some cum on that face.
Jesus.
You know how I got these scars?
You know how my cock got hard?
You know how my cock got hard?
Still got the scars on my cock.
Wow. Cock scars.
Cock will star.
It's like he just put a bunch of popsicles in his cock.
Oh god. I like that meme that's like,
I mean,
you know how I got these scars, and it's like the two freezies.
Yeah.
The plastic from the freezies.
Wow, Nick, Paul is calling you out.
What you say?
Oh jeez.
Boom! Wow.
Why is
That
this
was
that
crazy
bar
lucky.
not fucking working?
Oh, I see.
mean,
If
I'm
you
also
did a
gonna
better
throw it
job
out
of
there.
keeping up with the comments, maybe it's because I'm in the middle of a game.
This isn't my stream.
Also,
I can't keep up.
Paul's going to say what he wants to say live.
Yeah.
He can insult all of us to our face.
Yeah, Paul, why don't you get in here? Meet me, bro.
It's obviously at home.
Or that.
You're not working right. Or maybe you are. I don't know. You're a smart guy. I'm sure you can do a lot of things at once.
Masturbate and kill a dead hooker.
Ooh.
And drink an Imperial Stout.
Speaking of which, Dexter's coming back, which sounds really awesome.
Speaking of which,
After you've killed a hooker, oh man, an Imperial Stout is
once
fantastic.
you've killed one hooker,
Did you guys not watch Dexter at all?
Yes, we did. Well, I did.
oh gee, what the fuck?
Wow, I'm in first place. Wow.
What Paul says? What you're saying is his mouth has piata me scars. That doesn't make any sense.
It's probably a reference to a movie that none of us have seen.
The only person that's seen it is Lee. He's not
If you
here.
got PMED scars, get caught in the rain.
I also blame Redbeard for just about everything.
Yeah,
You're not wrong.
yeah, I'm blaming Redbeard for a lot of stuff. Why not?
Including the accumulation of poop in his neighbor's yard.
Oh, terribly so. That's shit, what the fuck?
Like, let me interrupt you, middle story, and change subject for you.
And that's comment. Message retracted. He's at work.
It was probably a picture of his penis.
Could be. Actually, it's the YouTube chat. You can't post photos. So you probably put it in ASCII. You know, like it's like 8 equals D.
But he's gonna ask Guy about his penis.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, all right, another IPA, Dream State.
Do it.
Definitely not.
Let's
Do
Dream
it.
State.
Went from first to last in one hole.
This one is 0.3% stronger, 7.3%. Or 1.3%.
Oh
actually.
shit. Oh fuck. Balls. Too
I'm gonna
much
start just
power.
saying Nick instead of.
I'll make sure I get enough power
Oh,
to get
Nick.
up over here. I gotta get over the hump. Oh, that worked. Nice.
Oh, that beer was so good.
Fuck you, Dingleberry.
Birdie.
Not as good as my Eagle.
Oh.
The Ashley
like
Eagle, they
eating
Fucking
call it.
Sexton throwdown here.
You like eating penis coladas? Gets caught.
Once this game is over, I'm ending it and I gotta go to bed.
Nuggets.
Shit nuggets. Ass crumbs. What's that? Epistotomy scars? Voice text can't co-op with apparently. Okay. Your voice thing sucks.
Jump! Oh, okay.
They're trying to compete with that other golf game because their grass looks like weird.
What the
Oh,
goddamn
you're so
shit was that? I just. Okay.
Oh shit! Oh, I don't like this one.
Oh.
Ooh.
Shit.
Oh, fuck you, Bird.
Fuck.
That's better.
Oh.
You like penis
Oh,
encrusted coladas?
I feel like penis
fucked in the rain.
coladas. Getting fucked in the rain.
Jesus.
Oh, you
Jesus,
motherfuckers.
Ashley, you're having a rough time.
I'm having a rough time with this hole, but whatever. I'll get through it.
See, this is why I said it was like the red beard of holes. It
Oh.
starts off fun and it gets into nitpicking your every mistake.
Wow. Nick, you totally spoke the truth.
I thought you were gonna say he goes off rail midway your story. Then you make his
Oh, you got
So
a
he
chance to
loses
make it,
track of
Ash.
something.
Nope.
Oh, okay. I get it. Oh, I ran out of shots.
Aw.
Fuck it. God damn it. Red bearded, you motherfucker.
Red
Oh.
beard.
We didn't change subjects halfway though
Oh,
because of your story.
this is so fucking
Like
exhausting.
at band camp. At band camp?
Oh, the voice to text doesn't work because you've got too strong of an accent.
Oh shit. No.
I've got the same problem.
Accentuate my eyeballs.
Yeah, I'm just fucking mailing it now. Alright.
Yeah. I'm gonna fuck a lobster.
Gonna fuck a live cougar.
What?
Cougar is much
Mind us.
You never picked up a cougar at
terminology
a bar.
than old bar sluts.
Oh, I love old bar.
I've seen that name.
Careful, we're getting close to bar slut age now.
Who's a bar slut?
Oh, Jesus. Fucking naked as bar sluts. Oh, that's funny.
Dick has bar sluts? What's going on?
I wish. Paul says, to prevent skin tearing, I need to go to the store soon to get some roasty hops. It's my damn Scottish accent. Nice.
Get those roasty hops.
Get some of those roasty hops. Yagla. Nice. That's a good finish.
Oh, but I don't know. I can't.
I wonder what beer does it get tomorrow. Today's like my Friday.
Get a roast for 8 for next week.
Same for me, Guy, because I'm off tomorrow.
Lucky.
All I have to do is make sure that my kids get to school tomorrow morning, and then I can fucking do.
You know,
You
you should
drop
go
him off at like 6 in the morning. Then you can fucking
go
get done.
shopping in an outdoor mall.
Oh, shut up, Greg.
Just drive over there and maybe take the wife somewhere nice. Maybe take her to one of the local hand stores and hook her up with some shoes.
Yes. With some high quality footwear.
Maybe they sell purses too, and she can get a nice whole hand purse. I hear the staff there is very nice and courteous.
Oh, where the fuck?
Where's that?
This is a weird fucking hole. I don't get
Pennies?
this one. Oh, okay. I see the pin.
Nice.
Oh,
I was
I
one
finished
over
well.
par. Fuck.
Wow, I was doing so well until the last.
Until you
I just got raped on the
that
middle course, basically. If that wasn't for that, I would just like makes the but
I'll get my bottle and sure not to join. No, yeah, shut up, Paul. I'll get my bottle and make sure not to join. Fuck you, Paul. You better join. All right, that's enough for this Wednesday night. I'm taking the stream offline, so thanks, Paul, and whoever was else in the chat. Lurk, Basement. Thanks, Greg. Thanks, Guy. Thanks, Ash, for partaking.